Dave, went on Tuesday night and a winter day. Is that the perfect Christmas for you?
It's not bad. Not a great game. Today was about finding a way to win. Games at this time of the year normally, and against evenly matched teams, are going to be tight. Aren't going to be great spectacles. When the weather conditions didn't help, and you need to. Like I say, it's about 3 points, and I suppose it's about getting used to the best way of doing that in the conditions. Because hopefully towards the back end of the season there's some games that are high pressure games with lots on them, and notoriously through experience, I know that they're not great games of football. They're about minimising mistakes, playing in the opposing half of the pitch, and I suppose trying to make the most of other teams' mistakes, and that was I suppose what happened today. Great start for us. Poor goal from our perspective in terms of how we can see, because we wanted to press today, and the one time we didn't press, the ball ends up in our net. But second half against the wind, a really good reaction. Great second goal in terms of how we pressed, won the ball. Really good goal. Mason to get his goal, and I suppose the icing on the cake right at the back end is really pleasing and helps us see the game out in a much more comfortable manner.
7 goals in 2 games, and you've got 2 and 2 for a defender, and then 2 and 2 for your striker. So it's not bad when goals are coming from all over the pitch.
Yeah, we knew that would have to be the case. So listen, Jono's a decent size. He should get his fair share, and he has, which is great. More importantly for Oatsy, 2 and 2 will do his confidence the world of good, and for Mason to get on and get a goal as well. Hopefully that'll assist with the stuff that we've been speaking to him about. To have goal threats is massive. We know that Luke Armstrong ain't going to score every week for us. We know that he'll work his socks off, but we've got 2 up there now who are working the socks off, and the others that potentially come on know that that's what we expect from them, and we've got a good group like that. When then chances come along, they have the confidence that people are going to stick them away. It's obviously massively important for the players at the back end of the pitch, and that's been the case recently.
I feel like I'm asking you every week, what did you make of the red card decision? It's getting quite a thing.
I keep saying I didn't see it, did I? But I honestly, I'd gone to the toilet. So I can't tell you I didn't see it. I just came out and Ryan said to me, Bell's been sent off, and I was like, alright, second yellow or straight red, second yellow. So I am none the wiser as to what happened. I don't mind it happening. It's again, people will say, oh, sometimes it's tough to play against 10 men. I'm quite happy to play against 10 men, 9 men every week, and take my chances that we if we don't win, then I won't be happy. But I don't know. Like I say, I believe it's cheap in terms of 2 yellow cards. The first yellow card's a stupid one for he kicks the ball away for no reason. And once you do that as a player, I suppose you put yourself one decision, whether it be a right or wrong decision, away from being off the pitch. And whether it's right or wrong, like I say, we benefit from it. And without sounding the wrong way, you'll take that every single week. The game's difficult enough without having to play with 10 men, and we've benefited from that in the last few games.
Despite the fact they went down to 10 men, they stayed quite resilient and quite attacking, looking for the equaliser at 2-1. You know, did it take you and the players to really continue that professional performance and put the effort in?
We always knew it was going to be difficult because we were playing with a force 10 wind in our face. So regardless of whether you're playing with 10 men or not, the ball was played forward, and when you play the ball forward, you know that you're going to have to defend it well. I thought we defended it, like I say, really well. There'll be some offside decisions that they'll argue about in terms of, and listen, they'd be guessing as much as I would be as to whether they're offside or not. But we knew it was going to be tough. We wanted to try and stay, like I say, on the front foot. The third goal obviously makes it a lot more comfortable. I didn't like it if we scored that 10 minutes earlier, but that wasn't to be the case.
Quick turnaround as we go to Notts County on Monday and then play Halifax once again. You know, it's such a hectic schedule. How do you and the lads prepare for all these fixtures?
We obviously train tomorrow, or we see how people are tomorrow. Hopefully there's no sort of ill effects of today's game. It's again another big effort, but we'll require another massive effort on Monday. it looks like we'll be without Fergie, so we'll have to see how he is, but someone else will obviously have to step in. And we go into the game, to be honest, a little bit blind. Not having played for a while. Last game was against Stockport in the league on the TV, and they played in the trophy against Morpeth, made changes similar to what we did. So we do go into a little bit blind. We would have done a little bit of, I suppose, prep tomorrow. That won't be the case. We can just focus on getting the rubbish out of lads' legs that have played today. Lads who haven't played, we'll top up a little bit, but there's not many games at the moment. It is a case of just ticking over. Lads, like I say, they're in more for our perspective to make sure and check everyone's okay, so that hopefully we can have a think about what team and what we're going to do going to Notts on Monday.
Just finally, as you said, Fergie looks a doubt for Monday. Just an overall assessment of our injury list and a bit of news about David Parkhouse as well.
Yeah, Fergie's obviously a whack against the post, so he'll go along and have it X-rayed. And I suppose it's one of them things. If there's a fracture, then you can be pretty severe and call it a broken leg. If it's not a fracture, then he's got a bruised shin. So that the sort of polar opposites in terms of what they are. He's got a right whack. You hope it'll settle down, because he's an important player for us. Injury-wise, elsewhere, apart from Lids, and Lids is close to coming back in terms of training. Knowles and Luke Williams both will again continue their sort of good man will train tomorrow. Hopefully everyone else will be fine. Like I say, we're in pretty good shape in terms of our numbers. Parky, had a chat with Parky after the game on Tuesday. His loan was up at the start of January anyway, so that likely he was going back to Sheffield United. So we had a chat, and he'd asked about going home, possibly to see family. He's had some issues and with illnesses at home, which hasn't been, like I say, ideal for him. So with our, like I say, best wishes, he's gone back to Ireland, spend Christmas with his family, and we'll go back to Sheffield United when his loan expires I think it's the first of January. So Parky's a great lad. Things haven't turned out how he'd have wanted and how we'd have wanted, through different things, through international call-ups, through little niggling injuries, through a little bit lacking in confidence and desperate to do really, really well. But like I say, hopefully he'll go away. Undoubtedly, we think he can score goals at this level. But again, as what happens sometimes with permanent moves, with loans, it just hasn't quite worked out for everybody. So, like I say, he goes back with our best wishes, and hopefully he finds himself another club, be it on loan for the back end of the season, and gets back to doing what he can do.
Dave, thanks very much.
Thank you.